And it's just about 3:14, and before hurricane season starts, we typically run through a forecast for you that comes from Colorado State University. And of course, why Colorado State? They're nowhere near the tropics. Well, they do a lot of really great research there and are able to put out some of these forecasts. But the reason we're talking about it right now is because they also just released a brand new update, and a bit of a spoiler alert for you. Things are looking more active. So this was the first forecast that they gave us back in April. They were calling for 16 named storms, 8 of which would become hurricanes, and 4 would end up becoming major hurricanes. So what's new with the update? Well, I mentioned before, things are looking more active. They're now calling for 20 named storms, 9 hurricanes, and the major hurricanes staying in place as of right now at 4. And just to put that in even more perspective, in the green here, that's what an average season would see. So on average, we would see about 12 named storms, about 6 hurricanes, and about 3 major hurricanes. So we thought at the beginning of the season that things were going to be more active, and everything so far is holding true to that. So why do we have this update in the first place, and why does it look like things are continuing to become more active? Well, first of all, we have warmer water in place, not only here in the Gulf of Mexico, but across the entire Atlantic basin. Throw on top of that, it is looking like El Nino is not likely to develop. El Nino could put more wind shear in the atmosphere, which would make tropical systems more difficult to develop. So El Nino, not looking likely right now. And on top of that, we have a very active African monsoon season going on right now, and that's where the waves come across from Western Africa and track across the Atlantic basin. It can sometimes produce our tropical waves. So here's the wide view of the tropical satellite imagery. We do see a few of those waves coming off of Africa, but that's not the one that we're focusing on right now. The wave that we're focused on right now is actually on land. It's not anywhere near water at this point in time, but it's eventually going to emerge over the Atlantic and eventually take on some tropical characteristics here in this orange hatched area. Right now, the odds for development are at 40% over the next 5 days. And here's where we're expecting it to go. Again, it's going to remain on land for at least a day or two before riding up the coast and eventually impacting the northeast. Now, we're still waiting to see just how far into the open water this moves, because that's going to make a big difference on just what this is going to strengthen into. But as it stands right now, yes, we do have 40% chance for development at this point in time into something, and that something right now looks to be a tropical depression. Odds are up to 70%, only a 10% chance for tropical storm development, and a big goose egg for hurricane development at this point in time. So we're not too concerned about this being our next named storm, but we're going to be monitoring it closely, even though it doesn't have an impact on our weather here in Southwest Florida. And right now in Southwest Florida, we have a few showers, a few thunderstorms out there, but overall, the NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar is pretty calm, especially compared to this time yesterday, where we had some really big thunderstorms closer to Lake Okeechobee and even across Cape Coral. That is just not the case today. We just have some lingering showers and downpours near Nocatee, out toward Muse and LaBelle, with an outflow boundary south of LaBelle that's trying to produce a few more showers and thunderstorms. So we'll be watching that closely. But for the rest of the evening, our rain chances are going to be isolated to spotty and mainly focused closer to Lake Okeechobee. So Clewiston, Moorhaven, even LaBelle, keep your eyes out for those thunderstorms for the rest of the evening. But Cape Coral, Fort Myers, I would even say Port Charlotte and Naples, our rain chances are going to be pretty small the rest of the evening. And so after sunset, still a few lingering showers are possible, but things will continue to calm down. Tomorrow is going to be even more calm, all things considered. Yes, a few scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible very close to the interstate and then again progressing inland, but we have high pressure moving in, which is going to keep our weather just calm enough that our temperatures are going to increase and our rain chances are going to decrease. So we'll call it isolated storms through Friday, with temperatures climbing to around 94 to 95 degrees and heat index values closer to 105 to 107. By the weekend, especially Sunday and into Monday, expect more cloud cover, more scattered showers and thunderstorms with temperatures closer to 90. And then Tuesday, we're back to rainy season. That's your NBC2 First Alert forecast.